An apartment is kind of a constant evolution. I don't think anywhere I ever live will ever be done. I'm always ready to buy a new blanket for it, or buy a new pillow, or add a new color on the walls. I think that an apartment should constantly change as much as you do. Hi, my name is Shanta. I'm an architectural designer and an interior designer. I live in New York City. I've been here for 6 years now, but I originally grew up in New Zealand. My parents used to buy houses and flip them when I was a kid, and so because of that, they would buy these handyman specials. And I had 3 younger sisters, and instead of choosing everything that would be involved in the renovation, they would let us choose. So we would choose paint colors, light fixtures, furniture, and that's kind of where my passion for interior design and decorating houses really started. So I was a 90s kid, and we obviously didn't have YouTube, we didn't have tutorials, we didn't have blogs, we didn't even really have the internet till I was like 9 years old. So we had to find out how to DIY and make stuff ourselves, and that was purely through trial and error. And once you learn one little thing, it can teach you other stuff. Once you learn how to paint a vase, and then you can paint the legs on a chair, and then you can paint an entire room. Thrift something, just fix it up a little bit and repair it, and then it's worth so much more. And all it takes is that little bit of energy to get there. Another influence I had when I was a kid is slightly more nerdy, but it relates a lot more to my job now. A couple of families in our neighborhood were so into the game The Sims, and that really influenced my love of creating houses and decorating them and understanding how space worked and understanding how people use it too. Even though it's a computer-generated AI program, seeing someone live in something that you designed is really fascinating. Everything in my apartment kind of came to me by accident or was given to me by someone I love. So I have a casserole dish that my great-grandmother made that's shaped like a cabbage, which I absolutely love. I have a chair which was given to me by my good friend Jack, who has a furniture making company called Sterling & Six. Most of my plants come from my friend Sarah, who lived down the street from me and quit her job and went around America to go rock climbing, so I inherited them all. I also have a bunch of paintings that are done by my really talented friend Daisy Holden. She's an incredible painter from Hollywood, and she gives them to me for my birthday or for Christmas. A lot of the other stuff are just thrift store finds. My coffee table comes from a Salvation Army. I also have a few things that are just simple IKEA pieces, like my stools. And I really like the Arctic versions of those, but obviously can't afford them, so I painted the tops of them and put some leather on those to make them a little bit more reminiscent of the real versions. So my bathroom is a pretty run-of-the-mill 1940s, 1950s New York City bathroom. I love it, but I really wanted to make it my own a little bit. Really quickly and easily painted the walls pink, and then I printed out a whole bunch of little Joey Ramones and I decoupaged them on with Mod Podge. And now it kind of looks like a high-end wallpaper, which I really like. My friend Claire lives upstairs, and she had done this really cool detail on her floor, and so I did the same thing on mine. It helps to form a border around the room instead of using rugs, which are expensive and they're hard to move. I feel like if you have a lot of objects in your apartment, even if they're not, your kind of style, they'll all come together to form something that is your style because it's filled with people and ideas and memories of things that you love. And that's how to form an apartment that you really feel comfortable in. It should be constantly filled with things that are literally from your personality in life. It shouldn't just be something that you walk up to a big box store and grab off the shelf and put it next to the same thing they had in a display. There's nothing wrong with shopping from big box stores, but I think you should try and feel objects a little bit closer to your heart. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys got some inspiration for adding your own personality to your own space and the things that you own.